look for these 6 coins because they could mean the difference of a lot of money that you could be adding to your life. I don't know about you, but I could definitely use a little extra money right now. And if I was able to find one of these coins, it would really help. So get ready to hunt through some coins and let's just hop right into this video. Up first, we have a 1909 S coin. Now, this is a wheat cent penny coin that was sold in auction for $2,760. What makes this coin so unique is the fact that 1909 was actually the first year they started producing wheat cent penny coins. The initial engraver and designer of the coin was Victor David Brenner, and you'll sometimes see those initials of VDB on the coin. This coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 64 red and brown. Now, red and brown means the color that the grading company signified this coin was. This is somewhat important because these coins can either come red, brown, or brown depending on environmental conditions and the type of metal the coin was struck on. Here's a quick diagram showing a spectrum of difference of that specific coloration. Most of the time, red coins will bring more money than red, brown, and brown coins, typically because red coins are the intended mint state color that the collectors are looking for. The closer to being right out of the factory these coins can get looking, the better. What you need to know here is that this is a 1909 S VDB coin. So if you look in the back bottom center of the coin, you will see VDB, which is Victor David Brenner. Pretty much in 1909, after the US Mint started to see how distracting that VDB was, what they did is they took off VDB on some of the later coins. There's a small number of coins that have VDB on it, and there are 4 different types of 1909 coins. You have the 1909, you have the 1909S, and then you have the 1909 VDB and the 1909 SVDB. Most of the time, a 1909 SVDB coin is going to be the most valuable one. Condition is a big factor here. If you have one, it might be worth getting graded because $2,760 for this one little penny coin. Here we go. Here's a 1909 VDB coin with no S mint mark. The previous coin had that S mint mark, which stands for the San Francisco Mint, where that coin was produced. If you have a coin like this with no mint mark, most of the time that's going to mean that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This one graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 plus red, which is an enormous grade for this coin, and that's why it sold for $5,670. One of our personal favorite types of coins, this is a 1955 1 cent doubled die obverse coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 62 brown. So you can see the coin looks brown, so they designated it as a brown coin. If it was red, it might have brought more money, but the big factor is the condition. It got a 62. A lot of the time, if there's relatively no problems on the coin, it's going to grade at least a 64 or 65. This coin is very famous for its very severe doubling happening. If you have a 1955 doubled die obverse like this, make sure it's genuine because we do see a lot of counterfeit coins out there, so be very careful. But this one sold for $3,360. $6,600 for this 1914 D 1 cent wheat penny coin graded by NGC at a red-brown 65 mint state. This coin is over 100 years old and it got the mint state 65 grade, which is pretty phenomenal. If you have a very good condition at 1914 D coin like this, you could be making some good money because $6,600 for this one little penny coin. $7,800. Now this is a 1915, so 1 year later than the previous coin, and it's also an S mint marked coin. So that means it's a San Francisco produced coin. San Francisco will typically produce less coins than Denver and Philadelphia. It's a simple supply and demand thing. If there is less supply, most of the time there's going to be more demand. It's also important to know that getting the mint state grade is a very challenging thing to do, especially the older the coin is. If you have a 1915 S coin like this, it's still going to be worth good money even if it's not in this good of condition, because $7,800 for this one, $3,120 for this 1943 S 1 cent coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 68. So during the war efforts, they needed bronze for ammunition, so in 1943 they transitioned into a zinc coated steel planchet coin. Now keep in mind, most of the time these coins are not worth anywhere near this amount of money, but this beautiful example was able to grade only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70, and that's why it sold for so much money at $3,120. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and we'll see you in the next video.